Are you a saver? Are you a spender? Have you got an emergency fund? Or maybe you haven't got any savings at all and you've got some debt. Whatever you are, my mission is to help you guys live your best life on a budget and give you loads of tips and advice. So in today's video, we're going to be talking all about money mindset. We're going to be talking about limiting beliefs and quick fixes for saving and getting out of debt. So I really hope you enjoy the video, and if you're new here, I'm Lara and I'd love to see you here again. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click the little button there, but for now, let's get into it. So I have to apologise guys, it is 100 degrees in the UK it feels like, and we don't have aircon here, so we are not equipped for it. So I've got my fan on, so I really hope you can't hear me. I've got my mic on, so hopefully that's okay. If you are a saving, you're probably on top of your savings, you've probably got kind of the base knowledge that you need to be able to do so. But if you're a bit more of a spender, you might find it more difficult. You might not have an emergency fund. You might not even know what an emergency fund is. So in this video, we're going to try and break it down. We're going to do some money mindset kind of habits and beliefs maybe that you might be suffering with. I myself suffer so much with limiting beliefs, so I can completely understand where you're coming from. So if you are new to my channel, then I have done hundreds of videos all about how to get out of debt, save money, where to save money, lots of different areas. So if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I'm sure there'll be something for you. I'll leave links in the description bar for you. But today I really want to just kind of like get into the grit of it. So how to understand your money mindset and how to get past it, push past those limiting beliefs that you might have around money and really just stretch past what you think you can achieve, because whatever you want to achieve in life, it is possible, honestly. It's all about your mindset. So I do believe that in school, traditionally, we're not really equipped with much information when it comes to going out into the big wide world, for example. And I'm really passionate about trying to teach you guys or help you with kind of what I've learned along the way. And let me just kind of caveat that if you are new to my channel, may not know this. I was terrible with money. I used to spend it without thinking about it. And it was really only in 2019 that I really understood so much more about how to make money work for me. And since then, I've changed so much. My life is completely different. I no longer spend on silly things that I'm not going to appreciate anymore. I no longer waste money. I'm so much more mindful of it. And it's all about being mindful with your spending. So if you've been here a while, I'm sure you know it's all about intentional spending and the mindset around what money can actually do for you, give you the freedom that you need, the choice that you want. So it's really important to kind of understand your money. So as a very, very basic point, let's just talk through a money makeover, because this is really the foundation. So until you understand your money, until you get to grips with it and really actually look at what your money is doing, you're not really going to have the foundation of information that you need, because you're not going to know exactly what's in there, what's out, what debt you have, what your net worth is. And that's really important to actually use as a basis of anything that you want to achieve in life. I've just turned the fan off because I think it is giving a bit of background noise. So as I'm just gonna like get sweatier and sweatier as this video goes on. It's so hot here. So money makeover. So you would need to do this when you first start. And I think if you're in debt particularly, it's very easy not to look at your bank because it's just too overwhelming, it's too stressful, and you don't really want to see it. But putting your head in the sand is honestly the worst thing you can do. Even if you're in debt and you've got bad debts, or you can't manage your money, it's the first step to your financial future, to protect that, to actually look into it. Don't be afraid to do it. So get everything written down, know exactly where you're at. And this is going to help you feel in control, which is the most important thing here. It's about you being in control of your future and your money. So I have said this before, but it's really, really important. So track everything. So we're talking income. So any salary that you have, any dividends you may have from investments, any rental money that you might get coming into your bank, anything that you have coming in, write that down as your income. And then everything out. So we are talking your debts, your pension, your life insurance, your private health potentially, anything you have that's going out of your account. So we've got in and out, and then we'll know exactly what we've got left. And with that, you also need to check things like, are you overpaying for things like bills? Are you getting subscriptions that you don't need anymore, that you haven't used for ages? All of these things, it's really important. And actually doing a money makeover, as I've said before, it will really highlight. You've got like Costa, you've got Nando's, you've got ASOS, all of these things, and it's really shocking to see if you aren't really very mindful with your spending, especially with those phone payments. I say this all the time, nothing devalues money like tapping your phone to pay for something. So look at all of these bills that are coming out of your money, and that shock factor might actually be enough to think, wow, I've spent £1,000 this month on stuff I can't actually account for, Deliveroo, Uber. Like, this is a really good way to start seeing exactly how much money you've got there that is actually being wasted. So from this, look at what your take-home pay is, which is, as I said, after your taxes, your national insurance, everything like that. So that's your actual net pay, not your gross pay, which is what you are paid before anything gets taken out of your salary. So then we need to look at an emergency fund. Now this should be traditionally about 3 to 6 months of your outgoings. So if you want to be really lean, doing it on just what you need to pay out, and that's food, petrol, rent, anything like that. But obviously we do want a little bit of money in between for any extra emergency. So try and build yourself this and make sure you get to that first before you then start saving, or do it at the same time if you can afford to do both. But emergency fund is really, really important. If you've got something, maybe your car breaks down and you need it for work, or your house floods or something like that, you need to have access to this money. So always make sure you do that. And if you are a freelancer, you're going to maybe look for maybe 12 months worth of your salary, because actually you never know what will happen. Last year was a prime example. We were all completely, our income had changed so much, especially as freelancers. And you need to make sure you can support yourself if the worst does happen. Don't feel like you have to have this immediately. Do it over time. Get to that 6-month goal. Just taking 10% out of your salary if you can manage it every single month, and getting that to a point where you have that fund. And that's not somewhere you're going to touch. I wouldn't put that in investments, because it's something that's quite volatile, and if you need the money and you're at a loss, so you're going to obviously lose money. Put it somewhere that you can access it straight away, maybe even premium bonds. There is a video coming up really soon about premium bonds on this channel, so don't forget to subscribe to, stick around and watch that when that comes up. But somewhere that you can access the money quickly. So just to introduce a quick brand partner here, I have used this company for ages, and then they got in touch to see if I wanted to work with them as well, which was fantastic because it's something I'm using anyway, and it's Skillshare. And Skillshare have got so many courses on there that, I mean, it stretches from video editing to calligraphy. It could be anything you want to do, but I've been actually looking into their money courses at the moment. There's a great course on there about limiting beliefs, and for me, I suffered with that a lot, and whether it's money or career or whatever, it's an area that I do suffer with, and there's some great videos on there about this, and I'll show you the course here. But as I said, there are so many courses. It's not just money, marketing, productivity, anything like that. And actually the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare premium membership. And if you do want to carry on, it is less than £8 per month with an annual subscription. So it's totally worth it, in my opinion. If you thought maybe you take a photography course, it's going to cost you £1,000. It's £8 a month, and you can do any courses you want. There are so many on there. If you are interested, maybe I can do a whole video on limiting beliefs, but I'd love to know if you've got any. Leave me a comment in the comments and let me know what your limiting beliefs are. It might not be about money, it might be about your love life or your friendships. So I'd love to know what yours are, because I think it's really important to share these and make, open up to say that you're not alone, that you are actually feeling the same feelings as other people, and they are all valid. So now to talk a little bit about money goals. Now, you shouldn't set yourself any pressure around here. These are your goals. There's not kind of someone saying you must do this by this age. This is your goals. So set yourself some goals, but actually writing them down, giving yourself a plan, and the long-term goal is going to be different to the short-term goal. So if you're younger, your long-term goal may be to buy a house, but your short-term goal may be to get your emergency fund, or to start investing, or to set your pension up. Make sure you do that, because there's lots of things that can be done in the short term before you get to that bigger goal. So don't stress around the time limit. Set yourself your own parameters when you want to reach this, and have it written down as something you can check back in and be accountable for as well. Prioritize your goals here. So urgency, maybe you've got to save that emergency fund straight away, or importance, so maybe you have to get your college fund together before you go. And also do it on happiness as well. These things are not meant to be something that's going to drain you of all your energy because you can't be bothered to do anything else because you're so busy saving. Make sure you've got a fund in there for a trip that you want to do, or a meal out with friends. So prioritize your goals. Make sure you've got this across a breadth of different reasons as well, not just save loads of money. And then try and work on increasing your net worth. So there's obviously lots of different ways of doing this, from getting a pay rise in your job, which I know is not always easy, or getting a different job, or bringing on another income. So increasing your income is one way, but also reducing your expenses. Now, I've got so many videos on this, on how to save money on the things, whether it's your house bills or you're going out your food shop. There's everything you need to know that is here on this channel. So reducing your income, your expenses, can also help bring up your net worth, and also getting rid of debt as well, of course, because that can really bring down your net worth, because you've got to be paying that back every single month. And of course, it's not just the 9 to 5. There's so many other ways to make more income, and I've done videos on side hustles, I've done videos on work from home jobs, I've done videos on investing, but also really important to invest in yourself. Like I said, with the Skillshare, it's bringing on skills that you can do from the comfort of your own home to then put into your own job and actually make more money because you're skilled up. Now, going on to your savings. So do you find this hard? Comment below. What are your kind of feelings on savings? Is it really hard to save? Do you find it really just depressing because you can't save, or all your friends are doing it and you can't seem to get it knuckled down? From a young age, we're told spend, it will make you happy, buy these things, it will make you so happy. Of course, we're not really programmed to save money from a young age. We're programmed to buy the things that we're, seeing on the TV all the time. So it's not surprising that we are a nation of a huge debt. Everyone seems to have debt, and actually there's something like, if you had a bill of £400, something like 40% of people couldn't actually pay that money because they don't have that money available. Most people think you either have to work really, really hard or inherit the money, or that things will stand in your way that will stop you from earning money. But it's about those insecurities, it's about addressing them and really doing a money makeover and really thinking about your money, because this might be the first time that you've thought, I need to make my money work for me. I need to understand my money. You may not even have these thoughts before, because you're so bogged down with debt or so bogged down with trying to earn more money that you don't really have the perspective to sit back and think of these things. So it's trying to engage those kind of thought processes in your head, that mindset on your money, to really understand that and what you want and where you want to get to with your goals. So to start with, try and save 10% of your salary before you pay anything else. So once your bills are done, once your food shop's done, 10% into an account. And I am aware, obviously, that's a lot of money. It may not be possible, and I completely understand that, but it's something to work towards. 1%, 2%, adding up, spare change. An app like Plum, as I said in a previous video, I love it. I've used it for so long, and I get hundreds of pounds saved, taken out of my bank without me even noticing, and then I can use it on a holiday or a meal out. I'll leave a link for you in the description, but I did do an ad with them recently. This is not an ad, but I love them, and I've used them for ages before the ad came along. So I definitely recommend it, and it's free to join, it's free to use. So yeah, use the link if you want, and it's such a good way of saving money, just little bits here and there. And you can even use that as your emergency fund, round up. So every time you buy something for £2.80, it's going to round up 20p and put it in your savings. It's just a really easy way of saving, but changing those shopping habits will obviously help as well. And do check out the videos all about how to stop shopping or to save money. There's loads of resources here and on my website as well, which is larajoannajarvis.com. There should be loads to keep you going and get you inspired, hopefully. Wow, this video is going on, but I've got so much to talk about. So let's just talk about spending triggers, emotional, boredom, frustration, happiness. All these things can actually be, the other day, I was thinking I was really happy and I thought, I want to spend some money. Like, that was like a trigger for me. And I didn't, because I understood that that was a trigger and I needed to. I actually did not. I put some things in my shopping basket and then I just shut the webpage, and that was enough for me. So just these little triggers, understanding them will definitely help you stop spending so much money. And if things go wrong and you have a really bad day and you spend loads of money, just readjust your budget. Make sure you understand that that wasn't good for you, and let's just move on. Don't dwell on it, move on, or send them back if you can. But using a budget, and I have got budgeting videos as well, unsurprisingly, will really help you as well to make sure you're not overspending. So in my notes, I've actually written about quick fixes and things like that, but I don't really think there's going to be time to share that in this video just because it's gone on for so long. So hopefully you've got some value from this video. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to include in my next money or financy video, because I do love sharing these. I'm really passionate about helping you guys, giving you the tools and the money mindset and hopefully the inspiration to get on and make a good change in your life. So I really hope it has been helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to have you here again. And we have a Facebook community, which is Budget Best Life, which you're more than welcome to join. It's free to join. It's a really, really good community and full of like-minded people just trying to help each other out, save money, congratulate people when they make good wins, or help people if they need help with debt or extra money, and it's a really supportive community. Anyway guys, don't forget to check out the link in the description. For the first 1,000 people to use my link will get a free trial to Skillshare premium membership, and hopefully there will be a course set. Let me know if you use it as well, because I love it. I'd love to know what courses you've done so I can maybe do them as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you so soon. Lots of love.